Obviously it's a pleasure to welcome all of you today. Having 5 members, it's glorious. I was at the Fourth Circuit yesterday, Jessica, there for the, Commissioner Rosenworcester, and for the first time they had 9 members, 15 members. They had all their members there, which has nothing to do with this. Anyway, Ajit and Jessica, you're wonderful additions to the board, and this hearing follows on the heels of a hearing we had a few weeks ago that explored the future of video and how it's migrating from one platform to another. Such migration is not limited, however, just to video. It's occurring across the communications landscape. We all need to be giving serious thought to how our communications laws are protecting consumers' basic rights in light of these changes. But I would be remiss if I did not start by acknowledging that you have accomplished on the Commission comprehensive reform of the high-cost Universal Service Fund, and you've done a very good job at it. The committee had a hearing on this last year on the need for reform. I know that it was not easy. You had to make hard choices, still face difficult decisions on implementation. As expected, your reform efforts have not pleased everyone. But it was imperative that the funds start targeting universal service support to areas of the country without service because they truly need it. The FCC has also the responsibility of carrying out implementation of spectrum auction and public safety provisions that Congress passed earlier this year. I plan to be very aggressive in monitoring implementation of that law for first responders for the obvious reasons that we all care about it. Specifically, the law gives the agency a simple and streamlined task to adopt minimum baseline technical requirements for the new FirstNet authority. Those would be national in scope. The FCC should not complicate or encumber FirstNet's mission for public safety. We have a once-in-a-time lifetime to get this network right, and it's complicated already, and we have to do it for our nation's responders. I will make sure that this law is carried out consistent with the intent of the law. Similarly, another program I care deeply about is E-rate. Senator Snowe and I were responsible, actually, for passing that back in the mid-90s, and it's made an enormous change in the nature of our country. It provides schools and libraries with, as you know, affordable access to telecommunications and the internet, but also the demand from schools and from libraries is outstreaking the supply of money available by a 2-to-1 formula. And that worries me greatly. That's why I'm troubled about the proposal that indicates that you will consider using E-rate funds or authority to support digital literacy initiatives. Ranking Member Hutchinson, I'm being very, very bad, okay? I just started early.
Starting early.
Yeah, I know, but I got permission. I got sort of permission from your guy. I mean, you know, I was trying to be.
Does your chairman do that to you?
Let me be clear. I support broadband adoption and digital literacy efforts. It's vital that we make sure that broadband is both widely deployed and adopted in rural and urban communities on a nationwide basis. But let me be unequivocally clear. I believe any digital literacy initiative should not compromise the E-rate program. Chairman and I have talked about that in my office several times. Finally, in this hearing, we may hear calls for the agency's statutory authority that it be updated. Any effort to revise or update the law must keep consumers front and center, and is something that we will be watching extremely closely, because some might use that as a way to undermine the legal authority of the E-rate or want to, and we're not going to allow that to happen.